Gene Hackman was abandoned by dad, kicked out of acting school before finding Hollywood success. Gene Hackman turned a painful childhood and years of rejection into a successful and legendary Hollywood career. Gene, who died from heart disease with Alzheimer's as a significant contributing factor, about 1 week after his wife Betsy died from hantavirus, had always had a love and interest in movies, admiring James Cagney, Errol Flynn, and Edward G. Robinson. I loved the idea that somebody could convince me that they were a sea captain without being phony. I'd grown up shy, not unusual for actors. They want to show they're more than that, people of import, substance. I think because I was shy, I felt insecure, and acting seemed like a way of maybe getting around that. Getting to be somebody, he told Vanity Fair in 2004. Born on January 30th, 1930, Gene was raised in Danville, Illinois, by his mother, Anna. When Gene was 13, his father left the family, an event that influenced his pursuit of acting. It was a real adios, he told Vanity Fair. It was so precise. Maybe that's why I became an actor. I doubt I would have become so sensitive to human behavior if that hadn't happened to me as a child, if I hadn't realized how much one small gesture can mean. During a 2001 appearance on Inside the Actor's Studio, Gene recounted the last time he saw his father, becoming emotional as he spoke. I was down the street playing with some guys, and he drove by and kind of waved. Gene said before trailing off and looking visibly teary-eyed. After Lipton asked whether he had been close to his mother, Gene stayed quiet before clearing his throat and apologizing. It's only been 65 years or so, he said with a laugh, breaking the tension, though still looking slightly uncomfortable. Lipton noted, "It's not something that goes away easily, is it?" To which Gene replied, "It probably makes you a better actor, I don't know." "I don't advocate that," he added, explaining, "You get in touch with your feelings, and that's what we're here for. I think the more that you can draw on that kind of thing, get something out of it." Gene did credit his mother as the individual who recognized something in him, encouraging him to pursue acting. Speaking with GQ in 2011, the Bonnie and Clyde star confirmed a story that she once took him to the movie theater and told him she wanted to see you do that someday. She did say that. I would have been 10. Things parents say to children are oftentimes not heard, but in some cases, you pick up on things that your parent would like to see you have done. He added, "Unfortunately, my mom never saw me act, so I'm sorry for that, but that's the way it is." Gene's mother died in a fire lit by a burning cigarette, according to a Los Angeles Times profile on the actor. He also said he had buried the hatchet before his father died. In his GQ interview, he shared that he wished his mother could have seen his performance in I Never Sang for My Father, a 1970 drama about a professor dealing with his aging father, which earned him his first Oscar nomination, in the Best Supporting Actor category. "I thought it was a sensitive picture about family and relationships, and I think she would have been proud and happy to see that," he said. You're fortunate sometimes to be able to do something in life that defines who you are and who your parents may have wanted you to be. Prior to making it big, Gene had enrolled in the Pasadena Playhouse in California, where he befriended another aspiring actor, Dustin Hoffman. "I met Gene in acting school at the Pasadena Playhouse when he was 27 and I was 19. We used to play congas together on the roof, trying to be like our hero Marlon Brando," Hoffman told Fox News Digital after Gene's death. And Gene was like Brando, in that he brought something unprecedented to our craft, something people didn't immediately understand as genius. He was expelled from our school after 3 months for not having talent. It was the first time they ever did that. He was that good. Hoffman continued, "Powerful, subtle, brilliant. A giant among actors. I miss him already." Both actors were voted least likely to succeed at the Playhouse. "I think the highest I ever got was a 1.4 GPA, Gene said in a 1984 interview with KCRA3, noting he had nothing against the Pasadena Playhouse, just that it's tough to grade actors. Gene and Hoffman eventually moved to New York, where they also hung out with Robert Duvall, and the trio spent years working jobs and looking for acting work. Gene worked as a shoe salesman, a furniture mover, and a doorman, where he ran into one of his former Marine officers who muttered, "Hackman, you're a sorry son of a bitch," as he recalled to Vanity Fair. Gene had joined the Marines at 16, lying about his age to enlist, and served just under 5 years before being discharged in 1951. Speaking with Hoffman and Duvall in the interview, T.